Hey folks, welcome to the Taking the Lid Off podcast, Garage Gym edition. I'm out here in one of my happy spots today where I get work done and where a lot of thinking gets done when I'm not, or even when I'm blasting music, working out. But I've got something on my mind. It's been on my mind a lot lately. But first, I know I haven't been putting out a lot of episodes, as I may have mentioned some on social media. I'm kind of taking a hard right in my career path. And there's some changes going on. I've got a lot on my mind, and also the podcast is not going away. I just definitely won't be putting one out every week consistently for some time. I don't know how long, but I'm going to keep putting out content as much as I can. And if you all have any good ideas for content, any guests or anything like that, please hit me up. Still, please like and subscribe. Give me 5-star reviews. All those things will help out with the channel. Hopefully, eventually, I can monetize this thing slightly. I'm not looking to make money off of it as much as I am just to offset the costs for me. But on with the show. Today, what I want to talk about, really, I want a discussion. So wherever you're watching this or listening to this, if there's a comment section, or please find it in a place where there's a comment section below and talk to me, have a discussion. I want to hear from veterans who have transitioned, and I want to hear from civilians who have worked with veterans that have recently transitioned. But what I want to talk about is slowing down. I've been told that, I always heard, once you get out of the military, you got to slow down, all this. I recently left a job that I couldn't slow down enough for. It just wasn't a good fit for me. I like to go. I like to, I'm an idea guy, and I understand that out of 50 of my ideas, there might be one that is really great or really makes things better or whatever. But if you're not trying, you're never going to get there. I also understand that there's a lot of caveats to this topic of what I want to talk about with should veterans slow down, or should you as a veteran slow down from what you're used to in the military. Because in my mind, the military provided you with drive and discipline and those things that are good qualities, they're great qualities. But I hear a lot in the civilian world, you just got to let it go. You're not in the military anymore. It's different out here. But my question is, should it be? Should it be different? I was in an environment where I had worked in a similar environment in the military, and we were constantly striving to not only put out the best product we could, but continually improve that product within the confines of our rules and regulations and whatnot. And I found myself in a civilian job where the environment was the same, but for the most part, people didn't want to improve. They didn't want to make things better. They didn't want to put in the extra effort. They just wanted to come in, clock in, do as little as possible, and then clock out. And look, I'm not trying to insult anybody over that. I'm really actually kind of jealous over the people that can do that. That can come in, clock in, do the minimum, mediocre, whatever, go home, and they're perfectly fine with that. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody that does that. I'm just saying that's not me. And so it wasn't a good fit. And there's way more to that particular story than that. But, as a veteran, should you slow down? Now, there's a lot of caveats to this topic. I understand that if you need to put food on the table, whatever financial situation you're in, or if you're just in a job that doesn't 100% or even 80% suit you, but you're trying to get to another place. Look, there's a lot of caveats. But as an individual, as a veteran, when you come out, if you're in a position where you're being told, no, you need to slow down, that's not like that here, we can't do that here, whatever the case may be, should you stay in that job? Should you continue to be unhappy if you're truly unhappy or miserable, whatever, or should you get out of that? And then why? Why should we slow down? Why do I always hear that? Why do people tell me that all the time? You got to slow down. Why? Why not continue that drive? Why not continue that motivation? Why not try to make things better? Oh, it's not the military. Get out of here. I get so tired of hearing that. It's not the military, but it's still the world. A lot of the things that you do and have learned in the military can apply to the civilian world, in my estimation. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's why I want to discuss this. So guys, I'm going to stop my rant. I don't want to go on too long here. I just want to hear from you all. You know, what's the deal? What's the deal with this whole slow down thing and all? Give me, you know, veterans, if you've been through this and it's frustrated you, vent a little bit. Tell me your frustrations. If you've learned from that and you did slow down and now you see both sides of it, tell me that too. Civilians, if you've worked with veterans and you wanted them to go harder, faster, stronger, whatever, you know, tell me about that. Tell me your stories with regard to work ethic and transitioning and everything. Because I'll be quite honest with you. I'm not looking to insult anybody here at all, but holy crap, and I shouldn't even say this, but people that I thought were lazy in the military, in some civilian organizations I have seen, would be rock stars. So maybe that's just the difference in the dynamic. Maybe that's just how fortunate I was to work around great people in the communities that I was in. But help me out here, guys. Let's discuss this, talk about this. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's staying safe. You know, wearing a mask if that's what you're going to do. If you're not going to wear a mask, cool too. I'm not going to discuss that. The mask is just one more thing we've got in this country right now that's doing probably more to divide us than to help us on social media anyway. But guys, let me know how you're doing too. Hope everyone's doing well. I'll be in touch more soon about what's kind of going on and what path I'm heading, because again, this podcast talks a lot about transition stories. So obviously it would be silly for me not to be sharing my own transition story. So take care, guys. God bless. Hope you're doing well. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? I wonder if this is cool. It's probably gonna make people sick because I move around a lot, or I tend to move some, so yeah, maybe I won't use that tracking. Hey guys, welcome to the Welcome to the